Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, 2019. My name's Jeremy, and this right here is my first cup of coffee. Good stuff. Oh, hope everybody's having a good morning. I slept amazingly well. Probably due to the fact that I cut out of work about an hour early, went and had a massage, came home, made some dinner, and was in bed at 8, read for a half hour, went to bed. I was asleep at like 8:30. It was awesome. I got up to do this show and I felt great. So I might be slightly more alert than normal. We'll find out. Who knows? I definitely feel good. I'm going to chalk it up to that massage mostly. Woman dug deep. Kind of painful. In the moment, anyway. So what was yesterday? Yesterday was boxing up some product to send out. Finally, because I haven't done it. We ran a contest on Facebook a few weeks ago, and the social team let me know who the winner was last Sunday, and I sent out their. Actually, no, I didn't. It's still in the car. Shoot, it's boxed up. It's gonna go to the post office today? Yeah. Sorry. For customers that pay for things, I get that out like same day. Customers that don't, if it's like a contest, I'm not always good about it. I'm sorry. I do try. But things involving paid customers come first. So, what else was yesterday? That was about it. Some email. I recorded an episode. I think it's going to be 385. That should come out right about the 4-year anniversary of the first episode. First 3 episodes, even. So, yeah. That was fun. Scott's in the chat. Remind me to remind all of you that right now we've got the runoff for the Martial Arts Movie March Madness runoff. We've got 3 movies that tied in voting for 2 slots, 15 and 16. You've got Game of Death, Above the Law, and Rumble in the Bronx, and you got to pick 2. So if you head on over to marshalljournal.com, you can vote for that. And Scott, how long are we keeping that voting up? The martial arts movie March Madness stuff has been a lot of fun because we've got reviews coming in from a bunch of the writers. I did one for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Okay, you've got a week. When did we start? We started that yesterday? This Sunday. Okay, so we started on Sunday, so you've got through Sunday, which will be, let's see, Tuesday, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st. Yeah, through the 31st. Through March 31st, you can vote for that. But there's a whole bracket. There's a lot going on. You should check it out, marshalljournal.com. It's fun. We're figuring out what's the greatest martial arts movie of all time with your help. So help us out. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What's going on today? Getting an oil change in the car, which means I'm getting a lot of email done. Unless someone steals my table at the dealership. I have a table. It has an outlet. If I don't get that table, it doesn't go well. Yeah. Recording an episode. Those are the highlights of today. Now, there was a great question that came in on yesterday's episode about opening a whistlekick martial arts school. Now, there's a couple ways that I could interpret that, and I'm going to answer both of them. The first one is, what about having a whistlekick martial arts school? Like, My own. No, I don't have time. I definitely do not have time. So that's not going to happen. Could it happen in the future? Maybe. Although honestly, I'd be reluctant to use the name. And you'll find out more why as I answer the other way you could answer that question. What if we were kind of looking at either a franchise model or a chain or something similar? I've thought about that. I've thought about it a few times, and it always ends up being a hard no. And here's why. Whistlekick was founded to support the martial arts, to help martial arts grow, to keep people in martial arts, to provide the tools to martial artists, whether they be brand new students or experienced school owners and instructors, to help them grow and live a martial arts lifestyle. I'm a very, especially when it comes to business, I'm a very staunch libertarian. I do not believe that I have all the answers. I believe I have some of the answers, and other people have more answers. I would rather contribute tools that people can kind of put their own name on. Because let's play this out. Let's say we plunk down a handful of schools that the company owns. That's not gonna help other schools get better and keep more students. If anything, it's going to dilute their membership, maybe even force some schools to close down. So that doesn't reach the goal. Further, that doesn't make those schools feel good about whistlekick. They're not going to listen to the shows. They're not going to buy the products. They're not going to contribute to the content. So that doesn't work. What if it's kind of a franchise model? Well, then we have to tell people how to do things. I don't want to do that. I want people to do what is right for them in their situation, their students, their school, based on their experience. The closest thing I've gotten to something that could work is the idea of buying a large facility that has multiple training facilities in it. And it could be like the best place for schools to rent to teach their own programs. You know, we could do, it could be as little as, hey, this is a space and you rent it from us and all we allow in there is martial arts stuff. Or there could be some options for, hey, we're going to help you with your marketing. We're going to help you with your billing. We're going to help you with, I don't know, we're going to make sure it stays clean. The upside to that is that it could help some martial arts schools that aren't, you know, able to grow. It could help them grow. The downside to that, though, is that in order for that vision to really work out, it would have to be a large facility. It would have to permit training at simultaneously in those spots because otherwise the economics don't work. Everybody's going to want the best times. Nobody's going to want the, you know, Tuesday morning at 6:30 a.m. slot. And that creates some competition that we're kind of fostering. So I don't really like that idea, though that's the closest to something that I could see working. And it's funny because when it comes to business, like I've got a lot of ideas and there are a lot of things that I want to do. Opening a school, surprisingly, isn't what I want to do. I had a karate school for a couple of years. It was right out of college. Met some great people, learned a lot, had a lot of fun. It's exhausting. Anybody who teaches knows that if you teach consistently and you give your all to it, as you should be, it's exhausting. And I don't want to step back into that. I can use that same energy to help the martial arts in a different way. There are lots of people who can teach martial arts well. Not everybody can do what I'm doing. They could, but not everybody's going to. I guess that's probably a better way to put it. I've found, if not my niche, I've found my calling as it relates to the martial arts. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So if you have a question you'd like to ask, don't be afraid, leave it below here on YouTube. Or if you listen later on via one of the podcast feeds or at firstcupwithjeremy.com, you can email me, jeremy@whistlekick.com, and ask that question. Don't forget, we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. And you can catch it later, as I mentioned. As soon as I'm done recording this, I download the audio and upload it. And I don't know what the refresh time is. It's different on each podcast feed. But within a few hours, you should be able to listen. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I didn't really give you a way to tie that question into yourself, did I? Recognize the parts of the world of your life where you can make an impact and the places where you're just going to spin your wheels. We're not all equally able to affect the world in the same ways. So be aware of that. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you back here tomorrow.